YouTube! Welcome back to Daily Finance. I bought 2 Helium IoT miners and I put them in 2 different locations to prove that Helium is just like real estate. It's all about location, location, location. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the raw data on which one performed better. Stay tuned. See you over there. We are back, baby. Yes, sir. We are back. Thank you for clicking on today's video. And as you guys saw from the intro, the thumbnail, and the title, today we have another Helium video. Tested 2 separate IoT Helium miners to prove that it's all about location, location, location. We're back here on the Helium Explorer. It's been a minute. As you can see, Helium Mobile is finally here. There are 2,644 5G mobile Helium synced to the blockchains. We see that the IoT miners have jumped to 928,457 of those deployed. Again, a 28,000 uptick on the 31-day trend. The current market price of Helium is $7.19. And today is August 19th. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back. If you're watching this video and you've never heard of Helium, well, here's a brief breakdown. Helium is a cryptocurrency project that started with IoT, or Internet of Things. Essentially, Helium miners or Helium hotspots can connect to each other through radio waves. The individual who deploys the hotspot receives HNT tokens in return. Essentially, the more your hotspot can connect to other hotspots, the more you're paid. That's where location comes in. And today I'm going to prove to you just how important location matters when deploying a Helium IoT hotspot. If you want to learn more about the history of Helium and how much it's grown since its launch, including the Helium 5G hotspots and the mobile token, be sure to follow down below and check out my other videos. So since Helium 5G's come out last week, I've kind of noticed that my IoT miners have been doing really well. I don't know if they're related or not, but here's a couple of the days that I had, and this is earnings that I made with only 3 deployed miners. So for these 2 hotspots that we're comparing, one was placed, so one of the miners is right here in Apple Valley, California, right here. And the other one is in Oceanside, California, right here. I'm going to prove that that different locations yield different results. So both of these miners were connected via a McGill antenna. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know that these are the only antennas that I recommend. If you're looking to get an antenna, look in the description below. I have some links that I get a small percentage of the sale if you're going to buy one anyway. Regardless of my affiliation with McGill or not, I truly believe in their products. And today they're having a flash sale of 40% off 3 dBi Helium antennas. So you can check that out using the links in the description below. Okay, so both of these miners have a 6 dBi tuned antenna from McGill. So we have the same antenna. The 2 miners that we're comparing have different makers though. Okay, so one's a sense cap and the other one is a Fenestra. Okay, and maybe in a future video I'll get another sense cap and we can compare 2 sense caps. Because obviously that is a factor. So here is Oceanside, California. I'm displaying how many hotspots are and how saturated it is here and the transmit scales. And then the other one is Apple Valley, California, which you can see here. And its associated transmit scales. So looking at these, which one do you think would do better and why? Well, the answer is you can't answer that because while one looks like there's more hotspots to connect to, and the other looks like there's less hotspots to connect to, that's not the full story, right? Location in Helium IoT mining is not only your regional location and how many hotspots are around you, but also how high up can you get the miner in order to catch as many people as possible, right? So originally it would look like here in Oceanside, you're going to get a lot more helium rewards. But helium rewards is more complicated than that, right? When choosing a location, you have to make sure that you're higher in elevation than everyone else. Or you won't be able to, those radio waves won't be able to penetrate the hills and rocks and power lines and everything around you. Let's just show you exactly how much each miner made. So here's the Fenestra miner. As you can see, it can connect to much less than you'll see the Apple Valley miner. And that's because of the location. The location here in Oceanside is much lower compared to everyone else, right? All of these hotspots downwind are just in higher elevation, and it's not possible unless I had a 60, 70 feet tall house or apartment complex to reach all of these other miners. So I've optimized it the best that I could to get as many as I can. And you can see here that the amount witnessed is about 27. Okay. The Apple Valley miner is way higher in elevation than all of the other hotspots in its area. And as you can see from the map, that there's just so many more hotspots that are witnessed. And that's 66 hotspots in the last 24 hours. So what does that mean for the rewards? Well, those hotspots that you're connecting to, their transmit scales is also a factor in how much money you're earning or how much helium you're earning. When they have 1, you get 100% of the earnings. But if they have 0.5, you get 50% of the earnings. It depends on the hotspot that you're connecting to and what its transmit scale is. This is Helium's way of not having 100 hotspots in one hex. And if you go to LA, you'll see 100 in one hex, and the rewards are terrible. Regardless, let's just show you exactly how much I made this last week from each of these miners. So in the 7 days, the one in Apple Valley, a whopping 1.87 tokens were mined in the last 7 days. Okay, and from Oceanside, we can see that in the past 7 days, only 9 helium tokens have been made. So that's over 100% increase just based off of the location. That's the difference is, like we said, 27 hotspots witnessed in Oceanside and 66 from Apple Valley. So that's the week of testing, and I know there's some factors here in this that are not held constant, right? Location alone, being able to connect to more hotspots with higher transmit scales, is the biggest factor when determining if you want to deploy a helium hotspot in August of 2022. So if you felt like this video was helpful to you and entertaining, I would love for you guys to comment down below what you want to see next in the helium realm or any other cryptocurrency or stock market. And be sure to follow. Thank you again for clicking on today's video. Those of you who are new, thank you for tuning in. And those of you that always tune in, thank you for your support. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.